Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I would like to welcome you to episode 14 of this Let's Play Europa Universalis 4 with the custom nation of Stormwind. In the last episode, the war against the coalition here in Europe continued, and it's still pretty much at a stalemate. They do have a fairly significant negative war score because of the number of battles they've won against Picardy mostly. We are considering landing some troops in France to try and do some guerrilla warfare basically, so we'll hit, attack and then sail away before the rest of their alliance can gather their troops and then retaliate. One of the groups did manage to land some troops up here in the Shetlands last episode. We managed to oust them and our units are still on their way back from that. We're also hiring some more troops, quite a significant number, and some more ships to try and get some more trade going on down here. We also managed to begin doing some colonial work up here. We do have a colony currently in development over here, and I did notice that the next Diplotech level will give us more global settler increase, so this colony will grow more quickly. Once that's established, our plan is probably to take this island, I would think, is the next step, and then just generally expand throughout this area. This is all one single colonial region, so this will all be one nation. We still have an explorer active who is currently exploring in this area over here. There's a lot of sea or ocean. It looks like most of the land is down here, which is unfortunate for us because we are mostly a northern nation. So the Spanish, maybe even some of the Africans, could start moving over here. It does look like we have some Mesoamerican or Central American tribes in this area. That's what all those are. And I don't think we have yet seen any like North American, Native American tribes yet. I've just noticed that Aragon has a colony over here. Aragonese Harkin, so it's actually a colonial nation? No, it's still just a colony. So it looks like there's just the two of us who are currently colonial. So Aragon, who are one of our potential allies, which would be quite nice. It'd be kind of like Spain and Portugal. We're both Catholics, we're both expanding, and no one else is yet. We tried to get an alliance with the Netherlands, but they have now rivaled us, so that's not going to happen. And we're still kind of investigating the possibilities for other alliances. Cleves keeps on sending offers of a peace to us, but it always requires us to give up land to Northumbria, which I don't want to do. I do need to be careful that this peace treaty is not better than we can expect, because then we'll take a stability hit, which we have done once already. But that was when they had managed to occupy this island, which was another 11 off of the war score. We'll see. So right now we're just kind of collecting our army together. Where's the transport's gone? You guys actually go to Norfolk. Likewise you, Norfolk. Marienburg. We have raised relations with Marienburg. Marienburg were one of the nations I was thinking about trying to get an alliance with. Not going to happen, mostly because we're at war. In fact, basically only because we're at war. Also, our trust has taken a bit of a beating because of the number of times we've had to break an alliance with Greifswald, which was under attack by Marienburg at the time, and Picardy just got beaten quite heavily in a war. There was not much we could do about it. It was actually our war. But they just outnumber us so heavily on the continent that we couldn't really do anything against it. I think what I would really like to do is land probably on Helra and attack them. Who's this? East Frisia. What were these Frisia? No. It's unfortunate. One of the other ways out is if Cleves got into a war with someone other than us and then they were occupied. They would basically sue for peace immediately, I think, if that were to happen. Or any of the other coalition nations. Wow, it's kind of 21,000 men. That's a lot. So we are still recuperating from our fight up in the Shetland Islands. We're starting to get some more men together. Land tech is useless. I disagree with you, but I don't really want to lose the monarch points. We are very behind on technology right now, so I'm trying to be a little more careful with my monarch points. I think I was already doing pretty well with it, but it's really beginning to cost us. Okay, let's load up some troops and see what we can do with them. Let's move over to here. So they have the 8,000 there. I could land 9,000 at a time. Part of the question is, when I do that, how long it will take these guys to respond, particularly like Burgundy, because I can only ship out 9,000 at a time, and it will take them time to actually get on the ships. So it's fairly tempting to build some more transports just so I can deal with this. But we'll just have to kind of keep an eye, because I reckon they'll start moving as soon as we actually land. The other potential target is up here in Brittany, but again that's even closer to the 21,000 stack. How many does Burgundy have? Armies. B for Burgundy. They have 22,000 men. Not much manpower though. Picardy did do some damage to them. Have they started moving? Brittany hasn't, neither have they. Huh. Okay. Feels like it's a lot quicker offloading troops now than it used to be. I don't know if it actually is, it just feels that way. In fact, I could be using some of these light ships to put in place a more effective blockade. I'm actually rather tempted to do that. It's another peace deal. Gloucester and Kent, so we're down to just 2 provinces. I'm still going to say no. Is this better than what we expect? No. We fight on! East Frisia, religious civil disorder. Unfortunately that is not Helra. It would be nice if it was. And we're about to take the Helra capital. They still haven't moved. I wonder... no they do. Oh. And there is the Burgundian army, as we suspected. Is there any territory around here which would be easier to hold? Helra is woodland. We do have a lot less men, and we don't have much room to manoeuvre. We can go through Utrecht. If they have a military access, then so do we. That's the way the game works now. So we might be about to lose 18,000 men. Probably, actually. Not sure what I can do about this. I'm going to try and get military access with our allies, just so we can pass, whoops, through their land. Wrong button. That one. Military access, please. Thank you. Our armies are fairly evenly matched. There's just a lot more of them. No, I don't think that our plans to escape are going to work, so we'll run into Kent. We will run to Normandy, maybe? Port is right there. If I consolidate straight away, we should have just under 9,000 men. Off we go. I'll consolidate now, so I have exactly 9,000, which will fit straight on the ship. You're going to Breda? Really? Oh, forts, of course. And yeah, they'll never give me... So I have just lost a very large army. Unless I can get you there extremely quickly, but that is very unlikely. Let's move you... nowhere. Great. Yeah, we just lost 18,000 men. Fantastic. Well, start building them again, I guess. Not much more I can do about it. Yeah, well. What do we have left? 2 cannon, that'll do. We'll just get a bunch more infantry and then leave it at that. Okay, so be it. Blockades, that was the other thing I was going to do. English Channel ships, you stay there. You two, there. And I'm just going to reduce their war score, because they're already at the 40 cap, so losing the 18,000 in terms of how well this war is going doesn't actually cost us that much, and we're just going to use blockades to try and reduce this even more. There's absolutely nothing they can do against our blockades, thankfully. We just need to make sure that we have enough ships to actually do it properly. Let's put you over there. Are we building any more ships? No. Cleves, Lancashire and Derbyshire. No. We're down to minus 19 now. War exhaustion, our military strength. But our military strength will actually build up again, so I'm not overly concerned by that one. Another ship. We're at 100%. Fantastic. Exploration finished. Let's send him on another one. Are there any more coasts? Yes, the coasts of the Pico Deep. Go. We have a bunch more troops done. Brilliant. See, we have managed to rebuild our forces extremely quickly. So our war enthusiasm should be back up again. Yep. Good. Guys, come on. I'll concede defeat, but that's all I'm giving you. 82. It's getting closer. And if someone else were to declare war on me, the status quo wouldn't have changed very much. I'm still relying very much on my navy to keep us safe. And we still have a very large navy. And they don't. What can we next declare war on Northumbria? They have no allies. What's their war exhaustion like? Extremely bad still. Yeah, I might let that reduce a bit. Although I'd very much like to take these remaining 3 provinces. What I might do is vassalize them. And then incorporate them that way. In fact, they only have 6,000 men. Attacking them wouldn't really cost me anything. It's tempting. It's very tempting. See, our army has actually grown after that disaster. How long? Close. And then we get another 5% trade efficiency, so we should get a tiny bit more money, plus the colonial colonies will grow a little quicker. We have caught the marches. I think that is now all of our overextension gone, which means we should be making more money from this. Yeah, we're making 1.9 now. Still mostly because we need to move our trade capital after this war. Cumbria, which is up there, Derbyshire. So Cumbria would actually be cut off if we gave that over. Still not better than we can accept. Nope. Group them up. Scottish is no longer accepted. Really? But we own a massive chunk of Scotland. Is this not all Scottish? Oh, it is. Huh. Well, that's not good. Scottish culture is not accepted. It's not even part of the Irish culture. What is part of Irish? English. Celtic. Oh. Celtic would be like Welsh, right? Same culture group. In that case, what I might actually do is change to English and then culture convert Ireland. When we're at peace, I'll deal with that, I think. Don't really know what I can do in the meantime, so let's make Aragon like us a bit more. Venetia's growing again. They've moved up through Switzerland. Interesting. Jutland seems to have expanded too. Jutland was one which I was kind of considering whether I wanted to befriend or not. Bornholm and Lauenburg. Yeah, there's nothing really bad about these guys. And they're entirely coastal, so they should have a decent navy, though they might have galleys rather than heavies, because the Baltic here is all inland. So, get another 8,000 men. And one more caravel. What's this? Diplo. Sweet. Do it. So, our colony should start growing a little more quickly. Yep, plus 40 a year rather than 30. Took another loan. Loans are killing us. Though I don't actually need full maintenance, so let's bring that down. We have 2 war exhaustion, unfortunately. Minus 10 because of the relative strength of alliances. Yeah, they just have so many more men than us. And minus 1 seems to be the minimum that they'll go to. Yeah, we can use the transports to boycott them too. To blockade them rather. No reason not to. Let's set one of you here and move the rest of the fleet down here. Can no longer claim Cornwall. Okay, we need to start claiming again. We'll do that when Aragon's done. Okay, you are now down to 31%. I have no guys. Election. So we were definitely talking about keeping this guy. 63. He's even older. Ah. See, now we would be wasting a bit of tradition if we did. How much does it cost us? 10, right? Yeah. We only get 4 back every election cycle, so we're effectively losing 6. Or 2. Nope, we have to get someone else. And still Diplo? Probably. What else can we get out of this? Tariffs. Another colonist would be nice. Naval force limits is always nice. And Casus Belli against primitives, which I honestly rarely use. Oh, and more trade efficiency? Yeah, we want that. So we will take a diplomatic candidate, and you are 42. Brilliant. So you'll be 46 by the time the re-election comes along. I definitely want to re-elect you. Cleves. I will give up 2 provinces. Now actually, I wonder if this will give me a truce against Northumbria, because what I could do is give up Northumbria and Kent, immediately declare war on both, in fact, because I should still have a core on Kent, I think, and then just sweep them up. So I'm actually going to accept this, which will give me a truce with those countries, and then immediately attack them. I'll need a diplomat. That's going to be arranged. Kent has announced Northumbria as a new rival. Kent absolutely loves us. I wonder if we can offer them vassalization. No, they're too economically strong. No. That's a more interesting one, though I think that cola is too weak, so no. What was the other thing? Oh yeah, moving trade to here. Cost. 200 Diplo. I'll do it after this Northumbrian War. I need to raise maintenance. And I need to move these ships again. You are a transport. There. You. There. Yeah, that's fine. English Channel. Go trade. Second Fleet. Go trade. Excellent. We have a diplomat. We have no truce with them. We will conquer Oxfordshire. We're not going to call in our allies because we just don't need them. Again. Move our army over here. Though we are still low on morale, so if they do start moving towards us, we'll immediately move away. Marches is forest, so we'll have a -1 to attack that, but I can accept this. And Kent. You do have a truce with us. So Kent might fall to someone else, maybe. And who are they allied with? No one. Whoever allies with them is a brave person indeed. The Menace of Wanalip. I'll take the prestige. We'll wait 1 more month. Oh, they took the marches already, that was very quick. That's fine. Are you going after London? Too late, I'm going after you. We were low on morale, but we just outnumber them so heavily. Oh, we forgot to put a lever there. Whoops. Which means we'll take more casualties than we otherwise would have. But we still won. We will leave a siege there. We'll send them up to the marches, which is where I'm guessing they're running to. Yes. We will destroy them. Splat. We will leave men here. Where's Cornwall? And that should, touch wood, be the end of Northumbria, which is awesome. Battle fleet, you guys connect. Go to Meath. Go to Meath or Meath. Really wish I knew how to pronounce that properly. And then Mothball and Mothball, which should save us a chunk of cash. I hope. So Cornwall's about to fall, there it goes. Nope. Need to take Lancaster, of course I do. Is he any good? Nobility estate gains a permanent 5 loyalty and we lose 20 navy tradition. I'm okay with that. I'm more and more convinced that just having a really high loyalty, well, obviously having a really high permanent loyalty is just very, very strong. And nobility currently absolutely love us. 20% manpower recovery, 10 land maintenance. It's nice, it's very nice. And now we just need to wait for this war to end. How long is our truce with you? 7 years. Okay, that's fine. 7 years should be plenty. We've rightfully control Lancaster again. And we should still have our cores in all of these places. Apparently not. Really? Well, that's annoying. Good to know, but annoying. We don't even have a core there. Okay, so I'm going to stop raising relations with Jutland. I'm going to start claiming Kent. Ready for that truce to end, and then we can take it. Farragate claim, Kent, go. We have won the siege of Wessex. All we need to do now is take the marches back. In fact, we probably don't even need to do that. I bet this is enough. What would it cost to vassal them? They would do it. We could take a bunch of money from them. Could force them to give up claims, which we will, so we don't have any of this madness in the future, although they will be vassals, so that's okay. They didn't take either of our expensive provinces. They have Lancaster, but we'll take that back eventually. That's not really an issue, although I could just, take it. But we don't have a claim there. I want to save admin points because we are so far behind in admin right now. This is taking that. Yeah, we're revoking your core there. Could just take Oxfordshire back. So taking them as a vassal doesn't cost any... Oh, that's overextension. Yeah, so aggressive expansion. Northumbria is gonna... Oh yeah, they hate us, don't they? that would be more difficult to convert them over to outside. So if we don't do that, so currently we're earning 14.8, and if we just took the land, just straight up took it, we get 20. I'm going to vassalize them, I think. They're small enough to do it. We'll take a bunch of cash from them. Done. GG Northumbria. Game over for you there. And then next up will be Kent, so we immediately need to send a guy to this to improve relations. Well, on the 9th of September, fine. And we can start annexing these guys too. Oh no, whoa. Oh yeah, that was part of the peace deal, wasn't it? So I have to take Aberdeen again. This time I think I'm just going to claim it and just take it. Ah, that was a more annoying side effect which I had totally forgotten about. Irritating, very, very irritating. Okay, on mothball. On mothball. Before I have to completely repair you again. Actually, do they have a ceasefire with us? They do. For a long time. So someone else might take Aberdeen in the meantime. So it goes. Right, stay there. Mothball. Mothball. Reduce the maintenance. I'll just stay there. And can I send... losing Aberdeen's very annoying. I probably wouldn't have taken the peace treaty had I noticed that. Bone Valley's opinion of Stormwind. Who on earth is Bone Valley? Oh, Bone Valley. That is a really cool name for a native tribe. We'll take the Diplo power because that is what we are always low on. Not massively valuable, but what's that? Savannah. Huh, interesting. Which gives fish, sugar and iron. Bone Valley. That's a really cool name. I like that. So these names I think are all either randomly generated or some of them are predefined. Like there's a list of different names. I did actually submit one, but I don't remember what it was. It was something to do with Stormwind, like Tempest or something like that. I know there's one other. Like one of the in-jokes for Quill 18's subscribers is Belgium. He's always joking that Belgium's part of France rather than, you know, its own country. So one of these is called Belgium, so you can actually find the country of Belgium. And I think it's even a region. Repay the loan, yes. Extend it. Why am I still losing money? I'm not paying anyone anything. Nope. Oh, well, my force is still up, that's why. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. 200. I can now move my trade port to London. I am going to make a lot more money because of this. So currently our trade is 4.87. Moving the trade port to London. I think next month it'll update. There we are. We're now 6.42. So we made basically 2 ducats extra because of that. And we are going to do this one. We should now be making significantly more money. Our explorers have done their job. Fantastic. You can send you off another one. So it's just seas at this time. We will send you to Omian because we know roughly where that is. So exploring the coast here, uncovered most of this island. It's a pretty small little continent going there and kind of an upside down South America here. We have claimed Kent. Excellent. Claimed, not claimed. What would it take to Diplo annex you? No. Northumbria is a -72. But we are improving relations, they just absolutely hate us. Our aggressive expansion, which will burn down pretty quickly, as will the declared war and the wars at war, and the force vassalized, that will be 50 years or so. It's doable, totally doable. Yeah, we'll take the money. And hopefully repay another loan. Yay! Great. And how are we doing in terms of these guys? Everyone's still reasonably happy. Nobles love us. Burghers could do with a bit more. Could probably take some off of the clergy. I don't need them to be particularly powerful. And I do want the burghers to be more powerful, particularly down here. I do kind of wish that Scotland was a bit richer, so I could give them more of these provinces, and then this could all be burgher, particularly because this is all in the English trade node. So we could maximise what we get out of England. Okay, we can get a technology. We can get the admin tech, which we probably should. We don't need to core anything. Nope. Ah, frustrated about Aberdeen though. Man, could have got that now. Okay, so nobility estate gains a permanent 5 again. Do it. Is there any penalty for it being too high? No. Just if it's too low. It's influence. If influence goes too high, then there's a penalty. Can we get new ships from you? Yes, we can. The other thing we could be doing, actually, is demanding support. So we lose 15 loyalty, which knocks them down to 35, which is verging on dangerous, and it also reduces any other bonuses we get from them, which is the trade efficiency. But it's 100 Diplo power, and that's actually really strong. Could do that with the church, actually. Demand admin support. That one I'm doing. And that one I'm doing. Not sure I can really afford to do this one though. I want to keep them high. Though 10 loyalty for 5 more heavies. They're expensive to maintain. How are my enemies doing in terms of navies? No one's really getting that many heavies. Aragon's the only exception. The Netherlands has a couple, Aletio has a couple. And Ogaden, which I'm going to guess is in Central Asia area. Where are you? Okay. Ethiopia, I think that is. Oh, Somalia. Ethiopia's a bit further north. Do I want you to give me stuff? Grant New World Charter. Oh, that's interesting. So, for 15 extra influence, which brings them up to 65, which is acceptable, I get plus 10 settler increase. Do these guys do? Oh, interesting. More native assimilation, which means the provinces are worth more, I think, when you build the cities. And this one, I can get a conquistador, which I don't really want to do. And the military support, which I've already done. Huh, interesting. I'm very tempted by this one. Just so our colonies grow more quickly and we can expand our colonies faster. Not that we're really in a rush, with only Aragon in the colonial race at this point. We're basically guaranteed to have this area at the very least. Competition down here will be tougher because there'll... well, maybe... I was going to say because there'll be more players on it, but there's only so many who could actually reach it. Like, if Norway or Sweden tried to get in the colonial race, they'd be pretty screwed if we'd taken all of this. There's no way they could reach this. Do I want 5 more heavies? No, not really. Give me money. 15 in loyalty. No. Can I grant you a charter that gives you influence and loyalty? Which is a good thing. Do that. So they give me 109 ducats for 5 loyalty. They're giving me a lot of stuff. No, we'll leave it as that. Cool. Anyway, that is, I'm afraid, the end of this episode. We have finally got out of the war with the French coalition. Evil French coalition, except for Picardy, who are our best buddies still. I hope. Yeah, they still like us. We lost Aberdeenshire, which was a real kicker. I'm kind of peeved about that. Northumbria is now our vassal. Wales is still our mates. Our colony over here is growing. It's almost halfway. Once it hits 1,000 colonists, that's when it becomes a city, and natives won't pop up or anything like that anymore. And then we can basically start expanding from there. Like I said, we'll probably take this island next. Other than that, it's good. Oh, and we lost Kent, which is annoying because it's quite a high development province. But I'm quite confident about taking that back in 12 years' time. Anyway, my name is Mordred Viking. Thank you very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe if you have enjoyed what you've seen. If you have any comments, tips or advice, please do let me know. I will be sure to read them in the comments. That's all for now. Goodbye.